Kobe with the Phoenix Hip Hop Podcast. I'm here with 26Z. How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Doing well. So I'm just for those like myself, just getting to know you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
See, yeah, my name 26z HUNDY. I'm from Rochester, New York. What I like to tell people is I was sent here by God, to deliver, to give an experience, to give my music, my creation to everybody else. And I've been doing this for about over 10 years at least. I've been doing this since like sixth grade. So started on New York, came out here, and now I'm starting to get my ground, get a little bit of traction. So
Okay. So does your faith? Would you say your faith is a big part of your creativity as
oh,
far as inspiration
1,000%,
goes? Yeah.
1,000,000%. I wouldn't say myself as like a religious artist or anything like that, but every single one of my songs, God is delivering every one of those lyrics, those beats that I'm finding, everything like that. That's all I am.
Okay. And how long have you been in Arizona?
About 2 years now, probably two and some change.
Okay. Has being in Arizona, inspired your creativity at all?
Oh yeah, definitely. And cause like growing up in Rochester, New York, it's like just the environment, the whole environment from here to there is just way, way, way different. Like it's brighter here, more colors, just more energy, more smiles, just everything around there just kind of motivates you and keep you going. Versus back there, it's like everything that you're doing on the daily, the way that people interact with you, the way that people look at you, we're just telling you like, don't do it. Nobody wants you to be great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like especially the Northeast coast, I don't know. There's a lot of things I love about it. I lived outside of Philadelphia for 5 years, but it's just very dense. It's very crowded in some cases. Even the parking spots are smaller depending on where you are.
Yeah.
Obviously, the winters, and then out here, when I came out here, is like so spacious relative to the Northeast.
Uh-huh.
Why 26Z? What's the story behind your name?
So that comes from that's my family thing. So me and my brothers. So back, I don't know if you know about when the dance jerking and stuff, Cat Daddy, all the footwork and everything, all of these jerk groups and stuff was out. We was Zinc ENT, and for sure, somehow that turned into like ZB, and then like 26. That's the placement of the letter Z in the alphabet, the last letter. So then
Okay.
we kind of kept that going beyond the dancing and stuff, and put that into our music. And then when my brother passing on the 4th of July last year, I was like, originally I was Honey the Cowboy, but I'm like, now I got to put something in there for him, because now I'm not only just doing it for me no more. I'm doing it for him, doing it for everything. So now I got that 26Z in there, so nobody ever forget him, and that's my family. That's part of me.
Okay. What's so you sent me a track that they're gonna play. What's the context, or do you want to get some background behind this, or you want to let it speak for itself?
Yeah, so the track, it's unreleased. It's a track called Where I've Been, Where You Been with a question mark.
Okay.
So a little bit of background about this. It's like I've been, not only with music, just through life, I've been in a whole lot of different situations, just through some certain circumstances that'd be like, yo, how did you even make it out of there? How are you even still here? How could you even still walk and operate after that? So like this song is just basically my answer to where I've been and how I got out of there and what I've been doing to kind of better myself and better my mind and what I'm kind of focused on right now.
Okay.
26Z Hundy, Hundy, Hundy. I think I don't like this one. Yeah. I've been on the outside. That's where I've been. I've been on the outside of living. That's how I know I got it in my soul. I can't be waiting, it's my time to get it. Can't wait. I tell my Lord it's all in your control, and I'll be giving it up now for your touchdown. I see you looking down on me, and I'll be giving it up now for your touchdown. I give you every part of me. I said I've been on the outside of living. That's how I know I got it in my soul. I can't be waiting, it's my time to get it. I tell my Lord it's all in your control, and I'll be giving it up now for your touchdown. I see you looking down on me, and I'll be giving it up now for your touchdown. I give you every part of me.
And they like, Hundy, where you been? I'm on that mission trying to figure out
How I'ma get my mom and baby girl a bigger house? I ran into some problems I ain't think I could figure out. The guy that helped me solve them showed me a couple different routes so I could change the play. Lately been trying to say today, but these demons steady standing in my way. So I look up and pray, hoping to find a better way. With all my sins, tell me, Lord, can I be saved from this darkness I've been trying to stay cleared out? Went from being number 1-0, now I am my neighborhood's hero. Was trying to open doors that I just didn't have the key for. The pressure, trying to control my ego and understand the concept. It wasn't my time yet. Was born to be a king, but I just didn't have the mindset. So I won't hit decline yet. Call me when it's time and I'll be headed out the door with my whole family by my side and we gon' sing it like ain't nobody got me like you do. So I sit back and I sip on my juice. I can't realize cause you showed me the truth that ain't nobody got me like you do. Ain't nobody got me like you do. So I sit back and I sip on my juice. I can finally understand when I look in the mirror. You conquer my fears and wipe my tears. That's why I've been on the outside of living. Woo! That's how I know I got it in my soul. I can't be waiting, it's my time to get it. I can't wait. I tell my Lord it's all in your control and I'll be giving it up now.
It's really nice. It surprised me.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. I mean, you know, sometimes I'm in here for these promo interviews and I do, I don't know, like 12 interviews and never know who I'm going to talk to, never know what I'm going to listen to. So it's always nice when I hear something I don't expect, you know, or it kind of catches me off guard. No hate on any style of music. I respect all creativity, but, you know, this, I would say, is much different than what I usually hear, you know. So, yeah, I like, is that you singing also?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Saw me on that.
Yeah. No, I like the versatility in the song as far as the singing, you know, and then the rapping, and then the sort of, you know, I think the instrumental matches very well. And then the lyrics obviously, you know, are very introspective, you know what I mean? So I appreciate that. I can definitely, you know, for what my takeaway is from the song is like, you know, you went through a lot to come up with these lyrics. And it sounds like you sort of, you know, it just reminds me of someone that's ceded control to, you know, whether it's a higher power or whatever you want to call it, but you're kind of just letting go of that idea that you have to be able to be in control, you know, and just open to, you know, what life's going to, you know, bring to you. But that's, as a listener, that's just my hot take, you know, reaction. But you want to talk a little bit about more like the lyrics, any standout lyrics that you want to touch on?
I mean, you kind of hit it on the mark because, like, in the hook, I'm saying, I've been on the outside of living. That's how I know I got it in my soul. I can't be waiting. It's my time to get it. Because, like, I was always, everybody's always caught up on that famous part, you know, wanting to be famous, having to be able to be famous, to be so great in this amount of time, or else, you know, you can't make it or time's running out and all of that. And, like, one of the craziest things I still remember that one of my own boys told me, he was talking about an artist, Montana 300, and he was like, he didn't make it and start getting big until he was like 25, 26. And I was like 13 hearing that, and I'm like, oh, nah, I'm the best. I ain't gonna wait. I ain't gonna take that long. And now I'm 24, just now starting to get traction. I still ain't really do nothing yet, but just being caught up on that time limit, being caught up on I have to do this, I have to make this happen, kind of was holding me back. And then once I finally let go of that control and was just like, I'm gonna create for me, I'm gonna create for what I love, I'm gonna create for those who love what I create. That's when everything started to kind of fall into place for me. When I let go of that fame and that money and that all of that physical stuff and started really giving the love to the music started to give love back. And I see 100%, I feel like God has been kind of guiding me through that, because every step of the way, and like I don't go to church, you know what I'm saying? I don't be in the church. I'm not heavily religious. I wouldn't tie myself to any religion, but just allowing him to take control of those battles that I can't control, to do the things that I can't do, and kind of sit back and see that, like, I can't do this, and to see that it's happening now that I'm stepping back and trying not to make it happen. It's like, what else can it be? Who else can it be besides whoever's up there running the world, running the whole universe? So that's really the whole premise of the song, and everything is just like, I was in these situations that I just kept trying to control every situation, kept trying to be the man, kept trying to be that guy and show everybody that I'm not guy, make sure everybody know that I'm him, when I didn't need to. God gonna make sure that everybody know. I just need to do everything else that I need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be talking and stepping on stuff when God going rise. I'm going to rise above it with His power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean it's a healthy mindset. There's this quote. I practice a specific type of practice. It's I wouldn't call it a religion, but it's very much about being open to possibilities, not fixed mindsets. And there's this quote it's like we call it the middle way, but you stay in the middle and you're ready to move in any direction, right? So like, whereas if you're trying to force something and you're it's amazing how when you don't try, sometimes it works out much better than when you do try. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't mean like be lazy and don't try. I just mean like having a very narrow, like it must go this way and it must happen at this time frame. Like typically it works against you. And it sounds like you kind of found out yourself as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense to me. Well, cool. So like if I were to go through, 3 to 5 other songs, how similar or different would they sound from this? Because this is very unique sounding.
So I got a song out right now that a lot of people know. It's called Life's Good. That'll be probably the only song of mine that's out right now that sounds close to this. I really make a whole lot of different music, and I can't tie myself into a single genre. Like I started with rap and stuff like that. My idols were Michael Jackson, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and like with all of that, just being able, like there was a whole lot of different creativities coming from there. Singing, rapping, not only just doing weird stuff on beats and just changing up the vocals and just putting different experiences on it, not just that rapping and that singing, just adding in a whole lot of different stuff. That's what I like to do. And like I got a whole lot of love songs, I got a whole lot of rap songs, I got some other singing songs, I got some songs you might hear in the club. I got a whole lot of different stuff out there for every type of audience, for anybody to listen to, even something for your kids to listen to, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. What does 2025 look for you as far as music releases?
Music releases, I got A Little Letter to My Love coming back out this month. Next week, I got another song called Kobe dropping on the 25th of this month, but I got 2 songs at least coming a month. I got some videos on the way, shows. We doing this, AZ Hip Hop Fest on the 12th, and we doing, I got another show on July 31st, so tapping in with that, and this is going to be a whole lot more coming up. So tap into the social media, all of that's going to be posted, and y'all going to know about that.
What is your process for preparing for a live performance, like the one you're going to be doing July 12th at Monarch Theater?
So I got a live band that I play with. So the one that I'm doing, I have my electric guitarist and my bass player there with me. So usually we practice every Wednesday, and we figure out what songs we're going to do, if we're going to add in some little different things, because sometimes we go acoustic. We add in just some little breaks and stuff in there, some solos for them to go crazy because they be snapping. Shout out Coach. And so usually we get the practices going, and I'm just kind of, every single practice, every time that I'm singing a song, whether I'm in the car or whether I'm at my job, because I be playing it at my job and everything too, I'm singing it as if I'm performing it. So I'm dancing, I'm sweating, I'm doing everything that I need to do because I need to make sure that no matter when I get asked to perform, I'm ready to go. So even like now, I do a whole lot of open mics and stuff that I go out to. Usually the week before, I kind of slow down on that so my voice isn't too strained and everything.
Okay.
And then like the day of, I'm not gonna smoke no weed until after the performance, so that way I ain't running out of no liquid. You cotton mouth up there be a motherfucker, especially singing like that. But other than that, that's my regular routine right there.
Okay. Yeah, no, it sounds really good, especially doing the open mics. I'm always amazed by how many artists sort of, and I mean, typically they're early on in their journey, but like they don't necessarily take advantage of the open mics to practice. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh man, open mics, not only, see, my advice to any artist, and like I said, I ain't nobody yet, you feel me? But my advice to anybody, open mics is the place to go, because first of all, you're getting free stage time, right? You go in there, you go to a lot of spots, have great food, great beverages. Like I go to a spot called the Chill Room. Every Friday they got an open mic, and that's kind of where I've been building my crowd at. They gave me my first show, and since then I've been just going up, just doing more things. But at these open mic nights, you get a chance to go in there and test your music out. First, you get to find out if the public actually like your music. So instead of you just sending your tracks out to friends who ain't never gonna let you know what was really going on, you actually get to go out there to strangers, go out there to people that's involved with music, not only just consumers but creators as well. So then they get to tell you how they feel and how they think and how that music make them feel. So that gives you a whole nother confidence.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people to work with. Like I met members of my band through these open mics because they hear you play, and they're like, yo, like, shit, I'd love to be a part of that. And I'm like, I'd love to have you a part of that. And you'll meet so many different people, so many different artists, producers, creators, promoters, no matter, in all these different spots, versus you at home texting people, just trying to post on social media and make it that way. You ain't gonna really find no love in the music. You know what I'm saying? That's all just money, 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 money. But when you go out there, you find people that's really willing to invest, believe in you, and work with you to get you to where you really should be if you feel like you should be in places. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, for anyone that feels like, Phoenix or Arizona's a bunch of haters or people who don't like to collaborate or people who are selfish and only focus on themselves, go to an open mic, get off the internet, and you will find a whole different experience. Because I've seen that myself firsthand. I've never, obviously we've all seen it, but people leaving comments on people's stuff and trolling and saying this is trash. I've never seen anyone go to someone in person and say, "Hey, that was trash."
Right. Yeah. Right.
People are themselves. You know what I mean? We're not hiding behind the veneer of a screen. So yeah, great advice for all artists. Anything 26Z that we didn't get to that you want to mention or plug before we wrap up?
Man, we got some videos on the way. A Night to Remember, the movie coming out soon, produced by 26 Channel Productions. Shout out AV, man. And that's just it, man. Stay on the lookout. I'm telling y'all, this is not the first and last time y'all gonna see me. It's only up from here. Tap in, join the Z Nation, support, and let's make it happen. That's it.
There you go. 26Z will be at Monarch Theater for the Phoenix Hip Hop Festival July 12th. I'm looking forward to seeing your set and keeping up with what you're doing, man. It was great to meet you today.
Yes, sir. You too, man.